Howdy toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Wilson will throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
On third down, going up top. Gets it out fast.
The third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field. Make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wilson to pass. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Quarterback checking the play. Wilson will throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. How about that D coming up with a play like that? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow.
He'll take the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's complete. A huge pickup. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here we go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 20, he's got space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas, 21. Ole Miss, 6.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
The Rebels pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nothing but green ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
They'll run it from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Handoff to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Wilson to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football ball.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
35, Ole Miss, 6.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wilson will throw. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's looking for a man on second down. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking left. Pulls it in. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback checking off. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Got his man quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The aerial assault continues. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
That's caught. It's Jennings. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hall. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. throws up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Third and goal from way back there. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 35, Ole Miss 6.
We'll start this fourth quarter as they line up for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wilson will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds a spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wilson to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shakes off the defender. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Fights off a defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hall. Using the quick game. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Here on third down.
325.
He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete on the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Freedom. 29 Philly. 2.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. In the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Takes a shot as he lets it go. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Hall. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Texas.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Sanders. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Just feeds to running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Giddens. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kansas State 7, South Carolina 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his legs, it's Sanders. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Just buried it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to
Afterburners coming. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it down 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas State 7, South Carolina 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Tackled after picking up the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Touchdown, Kansas State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 14 with the catch and score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over first and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, plays present themselves. You just simply got to make them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field. So simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy first down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great return for the touchdown. first down is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbour. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Come on, set. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Dances away from the D. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. Johnson wants to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A third and long coming up here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Cephas. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the offense on first down. These corners going to give them some space. Fast motion from the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. They want to just keep throwing it. Grab near the marker. It's Harbor. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. He did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Sellers. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here.
White 53, Easton.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for 6. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
I know that shot down the field is incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking for a block. It's McDowell. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy.
Fires deep. deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Kansas State, 24, South Carolina.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
3-25.
They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, South Carolina. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throws to the tight end. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
To the air. It's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. On second down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They started in a great spot, but now facing a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Giddens. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's off to the races. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He's got the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Johnson looking to throw. He finds his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They'll spread the defense defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kansas State 28, South Carolina.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the pummeling has started.
Kansas State, number 10, with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Timeout, Kansas State.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
It's incomplete. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Lofts one high and deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Johnson wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Working on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And now on second down for this offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught behind the line. It's Giddens. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Johnson looking to throw. He's got it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Scrambling away. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the punishment has been extended. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 78 yards down the field. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds.